What is good, ladies and gents? Hope you guys are okay. Feels like I've been gone for donkeys. It's only been a week since I was gone, but it actually feels like I've been away for so long. I hope you guys have been okay. Hope the markets have been ish okay. For most people I've seen, it's been pretty slow. There's been the odd decent sell, but I'm gonna do like some quick analysis now and go over what I'm looking at. There is some nice setups to be fair. We'll see when they tap today, tomorrow, whenever. And yeah, we'll get back on it and I'll start posting again and get everything back to normal. So, I mean, yeah, let's get straight back into it. So, Euro Aussie, I mean, I'll try and cover a bit of like what happened the week before, but you guys already know. I mean, had a nice little push up and then all these levels are a bit iffy. I wouldn't have taken any of these. I would have maybe taken this lowest one with a breach of all, but we had a fat ass move and it breached everything. So, I mean, thank God I wasn't there for that. However, the break retest is the reason I haven't put any writing next to it is because I'm not a huge fan just because of how messy all of this area is. If we just had a clean retest into this zone, sure. But again, with this price action and the close miss, it's not really too appetizing for me because we've obviously had a reaction from this level already. So if we did see a breach of all this, tap into that, I would have went for it. But yeah, it's been a little bit messy. So to be honest, all I have is this high again with timing and alignment. And then we have this, which is the 50 fib of this move up, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's pretty nice. This did I have the 100 EMA, but that is now gone. So that is just timing and alignment again. Maybe with, breach? Yeah, if we see the breach of the 50 as well. So we have all three for this one. Euro NZD, let's have a look at this. Absolutely boring. I don't think anyone would have taken a trade on this. I highly doubt it. Yeah, this is a potential level once we breach this high. So if we see a breach and a close above this, or if we see a decent wick, then yeah, sure, I'll give that a go with the fib from here. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that. The next one is, again, breach a previous. So if we see a decent move, I mean, I guess... Yeah, no, breach. Yeah, no, because it's just this zone here is so messy. There's just so much shit happening on this little move up. So I just want some clean price action straight into this level. You got a nice little retest to back it up as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, need some clean price action straight into this. The sells do look a lot nicer. Obviously, that's a fat ass level. Time and alignment for that one, and I will give that a go. So that's about that. Now we get on to the more interesting setups. So GA. I think the buy, I don't know, is a bit weird, but I mean, we'll start off with a sell. So the sell is obviously just a 50 fib, decent 500 pip fib with a 50, break retest, clean. We technically saw the bit of a retest as soon as we broke, but I'm not bothered about that. We've breached the low and now created a new price action, so that then validates this break retest again. The buys, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. We have this one with a 200 EMA, this level. This one with a 61 fib, which is a big ass 61, as you can see. I've drew this one, which is fine, and that is the 61. The zone isn't actually too wide, I don't think. No, 14. However, we did miss by 38 and do a 130 pip move. So technically, yeah, look, we've actually tapped into the candle close, so it's done a bit of a move there. So bit cautious on this one, depends on market conditions. I would much rather see, now that we've had this weird miss and it's technically moved from candle body close, I would rather see a clean push straight into the 200 EMA. Obviously we need to breach this as well, sorry. I didn't mean to mark that one. But a nice breach into this would be nice, but obviously the 200 EMA is probably going to move pretty damn fast, especially with this drop. Obviously it's lagged, so we'll see. It's probably going to have a bit of a drop soon. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we see a breach that 61 fib. GN, fucking boring. This was a nice setup with the EMA, but then the EMA carried on pushing. You could have taken that, to be fair. 36 pips, you just would have had to get a deep entry and hope that it does draw down on the EMA, and yeah, it worked. I don't know if we saw any alignment. What was that, Tuesday? So what's that, GN? If we go to like NU, I don't know if there was any drive or anything Tuesday. No. There's GU anywhere. They're the two obviously to look for. GU wasn't anywhere. What about like Euro enter D? Was that anywhere Tuesday? No. Okay. So yeah, that was just a loan trade, but I mean, I guess it worked. But apart from that, I'm not looking at anything. These levels, these two are disgusting. I'd rather just go for that top one. I wouldn't go for these, even with time and alignment. I don't know. It's just a bit too clunged up for me, so I'm just waiting for that top one. And these are a bit more spread out, so it's not as bad. So first one with time and alignment, and then I'm just waiting for these EMAs to see how I'll approach them. This middle level, sorry. If the EMAs do line up with this, I'll take this. If not, then I'll probably just wait for the bottom level. GA, okay, so we have, again, am I tripping? No, never mind. Yeah, this big one, this big 61. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I was going to say, I just went through that. I was so confused. I was still on the wrong list. I was going to say, I swear I just covered that. That looks exactly like another pair. Anyway, right. Yeah, GN, there's nothing. GJ. GJ finally has moved away from this shit. So we now have decent separated zones. Bam, bam, potentially bam if we see a breach of this. This is the 61 fib of this move, so that is clean. And you do have the Psych 197, or if you want to look at the 0.8 level, then sure, that also has the 0.8. And then this one, if we see a breach of this, obviously I'm going to go for that. Time and alignment, sure. If we have the EMA, sure. So GJ does look nice, and if we breach the high, then we could. No, we couldn't. If it only breaches by a little bit and then sees the move, then yeah, sure, 38. But realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. So it's going to have to breach by quite a bit in order for this 50 to line up. So maybe this might be, just a time and alignment trade again. But yeah, that looks nice. UJ, this looks nice. I fucking love UJ. This is looking really nice. I know a few people got absolutely stung with that because Trump, I can't remember, I wasn't really keeping up whilst I was on holiday. Trump, I think it was the new tariffs that he implemented. And USD went on a little bit of a rally, so it absolutely smoked this. But that was a beautiful level of the EMA. Unfortunately, it didn't work, so I guess is what it is. However, now break retest with the EMA. That is really nice. I would prefer it not to tap today because that is a little bit aggressive. I'd rather wait for a close, even if it closes here. Then we see the push down into that. That would be nice. That'd be perfect. And this currently lines up with 50 fib of this move up, so that is also really nice. You'd have the break retest. It's a bit messy. You had a market close and open there, so it does make it a little bit shit. You could still go for it, but I don't know. Just the price action around the break retest wasn't too nice at all. So yeah, I don't think that's a go ahead for me. But if you're aggressive, then sure, give it a go. Gold has been chilling. It's chilling to say the least. Oh shit, let's just hit TP. Now I didn't take this because I've only just charted everything up since I got back. Fuck, that actually worked really nice. It wasn't really a 1 hour setup, it was more a 4 hour setup. I'm still getting used to the 4 hour, but I would have went 60-60 with this, and to be fair, I didn't think it was gonna work. And I don't think I'm putting stop loss to break even on the 4 hour trades. Because I was thinking, shit, it would have got tapped out of break even because it did. Shit, no, it would have missed. It missed by 12 and did 44. Yeah, I would have cancelled that. Okay, I would have been a cancel, but anyway, the zone's delivered and it's worked. So we'll just get rid of that. So right now, I'm still obviously trading 4 hour and 1 hour. 1 hour is preferred, but I will also be trading the 4 hour. So if it's a nice 1 hour setup, I'll take it as a 1 hour. But if it's invalid on the 1 hour, let's say the zone's too big or the level's a bit messy, like for example here, you can see that break retest on the 4 hour clean. If you go to the 1 hour, a little bit messy. Instead on the 1 hour, I'd then be looking at this, which worked, and I'd be looking at that. This one's a little bit awkward, but it technically is valid. But that's what I'll be looking on the 1 hour. I won't be looking at that because it hasn't been respected recently. Whereas in a 4 hour, it's valid. So I would have taken this as a 4 hour trade. And as you can see, it worked nicely. But apart from that, what do I really see? On 1 hour, this is completely valid. I like this, but obviously we need a breach of this to go for this. And same with this. Need a breach of this to go for this, and they're both completely valid 1 hour trades. So I'll take them as 1 hour trades because obviously the risk reward is better, 1 to 1.5. Some people go 1 to 2, but I go 1 to 1.5. And yeah, that's about it for now. Hopefully you guys had a good week. If you took any trades, ping them in the chat. I want to see what you took. I know a few people took UJ. Don't know what else people took. I can't lie. So maybe some gold trades. So yeah, let's